Hi there. It's great to have you back on my CryptoQ Media channel. First things first, I have to pass along the news that Michael Branch brought to my attention. In early 2025, Wyoming will release a stablecoin. This token's stability will be ensured by its transparency and the backing of U.S. Treasury bills and repurchase agreements. Wyoming has achieved a lot in the last 15 years. They have passed over 30 crypto-friendly laws since 2018. In the same way that we collect state quarters, I wouldn't be surprised if other states started issuing stable coins. We could just collect all of the state's stable currencies. In a moment, I will demonstrate why I believe this is progressing positively, but please understand that I am merely joking. The launch of Sonyum, the cryptocurrency developed by the business, is imminent. Some institutions, like banks, will even have their own currencies. Every business will have two main kinds of assets. Lots of doors will open for you down the road because of this. The stablecoin of one organization could be used as payment by another. Both the federal government and individual states have the option to accept stable currencies as payment. This is from Wrath of Common Sense, and it clarifies something I didn't understand about cryptocurrency, stablecoins. They are easier to use in business contexts, and there is no volatility. Anybody can now get their hands on a steady coin. My faith in the immense value that a liquid trade mechanism may bring to all parties involved remains unshaken. There will be a coin for every organization, company, state, and country, and XRP will remain in circulation. This is going to be the subject of an article I write and post soon. In this respect, things have started to come together. Sony, JP Morgan, and Wyoming should be examined. Maybe this is why, even in this digital age, payment transmitter licenses are so important. This is where you may discover XRP or XLM's practical uses. In this way, the federal government can support a single state financially. Consequently, the federal government reimburses Wyoming, either in US money or cryptocurrencies. In the center, you can input either XRP or XLM as USD, and XRP will be the output. People can buy Wyoming stablecoin by putting their money in the state bank. When Sony pays another company via coin to XLM, the money is converted to USD or digital dollars. Stellar was paid by Ripple using Sony coin, which in turn rippled to company B. This serves only as an example. From Ripple to Stellar, USDC, R, P, X, R, U, S, and D. I could give countless examples to illustrate this point, since we haven't even touched on the topic of potential payouts. Nonetheless, this seems to be the prevailing pattern. Everyone wants a level playing field. A level playing field is something every business strives for. Every state is vying for an equal opportunity to compete. It will be illuminating to progress more into the digital era, find out what they could do using XRP or XLM. I figured I'd give some examples to support the claim that stablecoins will kill out cryptocurrencies because it seems to be the general consensus. Personally, I don't see that happening. The reason cryptocurrency will really take off, in my opinion, is stablecoins. I mean that it will open doors to a lot of possibilities. An XRP documentary will formally premiere in November. Streaming providers such as Amazon Prime Video and Apple TV will soon have the documentary available to watch. Truly, that is exciting. This is going to be a major deal, and I think it's coming out at the perfect time, because I predict a whole new XRP by November. Once the new season begins, I predict XRP's price will soar. My prediction is that rate cuts by the Federal Reserve will be the initial spark that sets things in motion. Data from Chad Stein's scraper is used by public exchanges to determine the price of XRP. Hereafter, I would appreciate it if you could let me know if you know of any public marketplaces where Neum or Triangle might buy XRP. A future version of events will unfold differently. The digital currency wallet of the remittance licensee has already been seeded with XRP by Ripple, and the licensee takes out most of the XRP cryptocurrency, which is worth $100,000. After Triangle gets the XRP, they either deposit it into their digital currency exchange account or convert it into USD, the payment currency. As the demand for XRP stays consistent, we will see the escrow disappear over time. That will lead to a shortage. Until recently, docs.ripple.com could only save bank IDs from the Philippines. However, when that changes, we will become filthy rich. The extensive list of banks, Ripple documentation, bank IDs. Here we have China. This should give you a decent notion of how Ripple will interact with banks moving ahead. Next on yet another lengthy list is Hong Kong. The value of XRP will likewise rise if this trend continues. There are assertions that no bank will ever utilize XRP, but this is where the demand will come from. Totally wrong. Now, I thought this video was great since it shows how inflation has destroyed the US dollar. How much is $1? Listen to this for a moment. How much is $1? The ordinary person does not think like this. Currency is being traded. People think they can buy things with their currency, but in fact, every time you use it, they lose some of it. The dollar was very expensive in this nation before Nixon decided to separate the US from the gold standard. Your current position is parallel to the cash register. The proprietor of that grocery business is standing over there. Considering all of his possessions, the grocery store clerk is trying to swindle you out of just $1. In addition, he would have to purchase 10 cans of tomato soup from you in order to obtain that $1 silver. We used money then, but our current system of fiat currency is awful. There is a steep markdown on the dollar right now. The cost to the supermarket for the tomato soup can was a mere 26 cents. The other side of the coin is now in your hands. The value of the money is plummeting. Indeed, I have been stating it continuously. A lot of people have told me that getting a new roof made their house more valuable. My home's worth went up when I raised the quality of the windows. The truth is that the value did not rise. Nothing has changed with the house. Our currency is now experiencing a decline and is expected to continue its downward trajectory. We need a solution to hyperinflation, and the fact that several countries are trying to devalue the US dollar at the same time is a big concern. They also know how to fix it. There will soon be a shift to digital money that is backed by gold. That's the end aim. Since the present US dollar time limit is drawing near, this is likely to happen in the next few years. Their spending has been absolutely obscene and shows no signs of slowing down. Interest on what we owe keeps piling up, on top of everything else. Even though you'll put in the work, you'll have to battle inflation and work for the depreciated US dollar. Your mortgage, rent, and other expenses appear to be going up every time you check them. Since the only variable that has altered is the dollar's value, I can discern that a new monetary system is approaching. Central bank digital currencies were first proposed by a crypto philosopher. The other 99% of you who missed the forest for the trees will get pixie dust as a thank you from them. Money is accessible. You have been bestowed with the system's remnants. Transform it. You might as well make the switch to digital now that the wealthy, banks, and powerful are doing the same. We are putting our money where the elite's mouth is when we invest in XRP. They have been setting Ripple up for worldwide expansion for the past decade as they plot a new system. Even when the SEC slowed them down, they persisted regardless of the ongoing case. Countries that adopt new financial systems tend to do quite well. Many people will be bound by virtual currency, UBI, and central banks. In addition, the universal basic income UBI will be more than adequate to cover basic living expenses. Furthermore, any excess funds will be automatically deducted from your account each month, allowing you to start anew each month without worrying about money. The policy of reserving money for unforeseen costs will be removed. The CBDC system is based on this principle. Just making sure people can stay alive. The CBD system's leftovers will be given to them. The Governor of the Reserve Bank of India oversees DPI and international payments. Both legacy and CBDC systems should be interoperable, and that is why amassing a fortune shouldn't entail liquidating all of one's XRP. All CBDCs, including older ones from other nations, must be able to communicate with one another. It all makes sense now. Staying on the legacy system wouldn't prevent you from staying connected to another country's digital system. But how exactly is that done? The value of XRP. For one country, it's fiat currency, for another, it's XRP, and yet another, it's CBDC. That's one option. The US has to sidestep a CBDC system. Nonetheless, fixing the present banking system is a top priority. A restoration to a US dollar backed by gold or silver would be one conceivable way to stop the currency from further decline and eventual worthlessness. Your attention in seeing my web video is greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel and have just subscribed, I appreciate it. Later on, I shall see you.